Hello, this is Krista here, and I'm going to talk for a minute about creating your own business. I think that I might be maybe some help to some people because during my lifetime, my that's one really great thing that I believe that my parents taught me is to was to have uh, they had their own businesses. I remember when I was growing up about 5 years old, as my mother and I are artists, we like to paint pictures. Um, I remember when she started painting like old antique things and furniture and things and old antique saws. And she up and created her own craft business and started making wreaths and things. Later had a store and set up at a really popular flea market in Indiana for they had the arts and crafts business for about 15 years. I also joined in that and began painting things like my mother did. And you know what? It was really such an awesome time in that aspect growing up financially because I remember when we didn't have much money when I was five and under because my father took over his father's farm, and then that was back in the 80s, and back then a lot of farms in Indiana and the U.S. just kind of went bankrupt and under during that economical time. Um, I remember that they were such creative people, both of them being very artistic types. And then my father finally joined with her later on, um, making furniture himself and creating a business out of that. So, they joined together. And that's one of the brighter things that I do remember, and that I believe I have kind of a belt in that as well as, um, there are so many different businesses and home businesses that a person can think of and create, when they turn their thinkers on and just start really thinking of different ideas and stuff. Um, I've done tattooing in the past and a lot of different things. Sold so much of my artwork already, and also had some in galleries already and one museum already. Um, that a part of that dream has been fulfilled for me in my life, and I wanted to see that happen one day. And I'm still not done yet. I would still like to do some things with that. Um, but there are just so many ways to make money, and not particularly doing a 9 to 5 factory job or job where you're just making minimum income somewhere, or even corporately. It's kind of fun to be able to branch out and do something on your own. And it's just so fulfilling as well because you can be your own boss. Nobody's going to fire you. And I'm talking for even people with health issues and things like that as well, with maybe disabilities that they can do on the side, that will bring in an income, where they might need some extra money here or there. Like I said, I do taxi service for some Amish around where I live in Indiana, and there's just so many services that you can create in wherever you are, and wherever you live in life, with just, maybe giving it some thought and maybe about what is needed or services needed in your area. Um, I know, in my area as well, there's only one massage therapist. It's a small town, and that's just another business right there that sometimes might get a little bit of a certification or something to do something. But that's not going to take years and years and years of schooling to be your own boss. When you can just maybe start a business, create some flyers, put them around, or just start advertising in your local newspaper for whatever that you could think maybe that would possibly be of service, and that would make you happy as well. Something that might be fun that you're drawn to. I am going to maybe list some ideas on here because I have quite a creative brain as well, and I can also state some pretty creative ideas, um, if you want to go there. But yes, there is just so many different things, and anybody with the idea, just keep your mind open, and really just start searching for what maybe different areas that you like, and maybe what is needed around your area, that maybe you have the tools for or could possibly get the tools for. So I just want to leave you with that today. I know it's kind of short and simple, but don't give up on that notion that you can't start something of your own. The economy times are just kind of at a low right now, and don't give up hope that you cannot find a job because maybe you could start your own line of work, and maybe have people come and work for you, or share the kind of a job with other people that don't have a job. That can be so fulfilling as well, especially in the area of giving and receiving. And we all need to be happy and content with money sources, and to take care of ourselves, and for living and such. So hats off to you with your ideas, and have some fun with it. So thank you.